We will continue to be your single source of truth.
There is one source of truth, though, when it comes to these things, and that's the announcements we make here.
Since a year ago, the Prime Minister, Dr Bloomfield, and Minister Hipkins have made it quite clear that we must look to one source of truth.
And I will have to say I was alarmed at the number of letters that I've received from people concerned that the government would be making COVID-19 vaccinations compulsory. This is a direct result of deliberate misinformation that's being spread through social media. The government is not making COVID-19 or any other vaccinations compulsory. It's not going to be compulsory, but my message to everyone is it's safe.
The government's made it really clear that the vaccine won't be mandatory in New Zealand, and I think that's the case in just about every country around the world.
As a government, we will not be making it compulsory. However, for our frontline workers, we will be considering whether or not we're meeting our health and safety obligations.
Jacinda Ardern says there's no need to make a vaccine compulsory in New Zealand.
I was concerned about the no jab, no pay policy of Australia. Are you looking at that?
No, we're not.
Fantastic,
No.
Thank you.
I believe in vaccination, but not mandatory.
Great, thank you.
Great.
A government order says everybody who works in MIQ facilities or at the border must be vaccinated against COVID-19.
From next week, we start working through the individual data to ensure that those who we expect to be vaccinated have been. If they're not, they're moved on.
People working at the border, we will be saying that to work at the border you have to have a vaccine, and then if you say you don't want to have a vaccine, you turn that down, then we'd be looking to redeploy you elsewhere.
They're looking at whether they can extend this order in the future, and so port workers here might at some point be moved on from their jobs if they keep refusing the vaccine.
If there isn't an alternative, then their role in the NZDF will be looked at. They may be terminated. Yes.
So they may lose their job if they don't take the vaccine.
Yes. I'm an AUT student, and we've been informed that if we are to continue to go out on clinical placement, we'll be required to get the COVID-19 vaccine unless we have some sort of medical exemption.
By about that point, we'll likely be in a position where we're vaccinating everyone.
I think when you make things mandatory, it often ends up having the effect of, having certain populations or communities thinking that it's, this is not a good thing and it's infringing on their rights and stuff.